I am a professional animal photographer as well as a dog trainer. I have hobbies. I do weight training at the gym, and I've done triathlon, and I've done salsa dancing, and I also do jazz funk dance. I was a professional modern dancer, and then I stopped, and then I progressively became weak because I didn't realize my body was weakening as the years went on. And so I started to injure myself, and they were acute injuries, my lower back, lifting something, and then I couldn't stand up, or various things like that. And then one day I was doing something with weights, and I twisted. And when I did it, like, I knew instantly. So I started to go to, I went to 5 chiropractors over the years.
Right.
2 shiatsu acupuncturists, physical therapy 2 rounds, and 2 or 3 years of Pilates 4 days a week, and my back still wasn't right. And more than that, I had lost my musculature because my back wasn't the same, so I couldn't do gardening. My hands got weak, my legs got weak. I couldn't carry camera, couldn't hold a dog leash. Even though I had gone to all these various people to get help, it was just sort of like a little bit of feel-good kind of thing. Basically, my back was still very locked up. I was in a really delicate state, and I couldn't even take a walk. So if I walked, my back would go out for several weeks. If I sat in like this chair in the wrong position, I had to check all the chairs. I couldn't sit, couldn't work at the computer, and couldn't drive because my back would go out in any of those positions. And I had seen Dr. Ruderman's card that said, you know, that he did structural work. So I was intrigued by that word structural because I felt like I'd done everything muscularly and we'd moved, but something was just wrong with my structure. And so one day I was just really not feeling good, and I said, well, how would it be if you treated me? And he said, come on back. So I just developed a trust of this man, and he too had had similar back issues, and he knew what it was like to not be able to pick up something for 2 years, 3 years at a time where you couldn't pick something up. And he said, look, I can bend, I can do this, and he'd gone through the treatment himself, and he just inspired so much confidence in me. I let him work on me. It took a while, but what happened was I started to gain mobility back that I didn't have anymore, and suddenly I felt like my back could move almost like a serpentine. I mean, here I'd been stuck like a brick wall, and all of a sudden I would come in and show them all the things my back could do and things that my back hadn't been able to do since almost the beginning of when I was a young dancer in my you know, early 20s. So I started to gain the mobility, and I was working with a weight trainer at the time, and right away we noticed the difference because there were certain positions, like there's an overhead lat pull that you do I couldn't do because I'd lose my breath. So he gave me back some breathing right away. So this asthma-like response that I was having in life stopped. And what just started to happen was I started to have hope. Well, the pain and the stiffness stopped, and the spasming stopped. And that didn't take that long. And I am completely healed now. Now I can dance. I can do any type of dance. I never thought I would dance again. I never thought I'd jump again. I never thought I'd be doing triathlon. Recently, I haven't come to him for like 2 years, and my back held and stayed. Like it's healed. You know, just to be pain-free is worth anything. But then to turn out that it could actually, my back could actually heal is tremendous. Well, he's like a rabbi with good chiropractic hands. He's an amazing human being. So he gives from his heart, and I think that's why he has such special gifts. He explained the entire technique to me. He gave me the DVD on it, and I really understood why it was different. There was a whole different methodology behind it and a history behind it that's completely different than regular chiropractic. I recommend it to absolutely everybody I know. And actually, my coach came in, and she went from a level 10 pain with plantar fasciitis to a level 2 within a month and a half. And there were numerous athletes because we're all associated with a group of people that like to move, so those people are getting, you know, hurt all the time. So we were a group coming in here that everybody, every single person that I've brought here has gotten relief.